John, you've made it a 7th win in a row in Betfred League One. I mean, a difficult afternoon, and I think that was in the closeness of the score.
Well, I've been telling everybody how difficult it is to come up to Cumbria. There's the logistics with all the travel and eating properly, etc. But you also always come up against a really determined team who don't give you anything. And today these certainly didn't give us anything. We turned every little yard, we turned every little winning contact. So it's been a very tough afternoon, and I wasn't really happy with how we played. But what today is it's a victory for spirit and desire, and a little bit of smartness at times, such as Joe Keys with that 1-pointer and camping up at their end rather than taking the 2 points, which had just gone from 1 to 3. So yeah, pleased, but there's improvement to come. What
areas were you pleased with, John? I mean, I thought the forwards once again laid those foundations, that attacking platform.
Well, they picked a big pack. I mean, they're 8, 10, 13 of big men, and it was obvious where they were going to come. And I think the weather didn't help us, because it's been, you know, a greasy surface, and it's been drizzling and so on. So it made it a bit difficult, and these presented a formidable opposition. But we've hung in there, and we've come out with some big plays and come out with some good decisions that's allowed us to come away with the points.
And of course, when you look back at the end of the season, you'll look back at this game as 2 vital points at a tough ground.
Well, what they'll do when they look back at the results, they'll see Whitehaven 20, Bradford Bulls 27, and it'll be a win. And there's a story within that, and we're telling that story now. But you know, in 6 or 7 weeks' time, it'll just be looked back as, well, that was 2 points up at Whitehaven. I'll tell you what, I said before the game, if we come away like North Wales did 25-22, I'd be delighted. So I was expecting the nerves to go through the shredder, and they didn't disappoint me.
Sam Hallis was a late inclusion, John.
Yeah. Well, Callum, he couldn't play with his shoulder injury. He failed that fitness test. Sam put his hands up, and he was, you know, he was pushing to be played. The medical staff felt that he could, as long as we padded it up thoroughly, and he did, and it was important to us today.
And as you've already said, Joe Keys, second game back, really growing from strength to strength now.
Well, that was real smart when he just popped that 1-pointer over, because it was a poor set, but we'd managed to land just underneath their post, and that early in the game they're not really expected, so they don't come and put the same pressure on as they do in the last 5-6 minutes or so. So he just saw that we were 6 points up, he could turn it into 7 with a pretty simple drop kick, and he did. So good on him.
I know it's straight after the hooter, John, but is it looking like everyone's come through unscathed?
It's too difficult to tell at the minute. I mean, they're in there, they're getting showered, they're doing their ice baths, and then they'll get the food, then we'll be off back there. So in all honesty, it'll be Tuesday before we really know. But you know, obviously Elliot Minchella came off with a head injury assessment, so he'll have to go through the return to play protocol. So he'll be the one really we're most concerned about, and we're looking to most.
And John, 1,500 supporters here turning out for a great spectacle, a great advert for League One, but more importantly, it's money in the coffers of Whitehaven.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I thought Whitehaven were very brave reducing the admission to £10, and it's obviously paid off, because there's been a great crowd, and I think the crowd's witnessed a battle, a titanic battle, and you know, the travelling supporters can go on that long journey home feeling pretty pleased.